All right, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, today I just want to bother you and ask you a couple of questions
Wonderful.
on loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yes. All right. First question: what is the worst decision you think you ever made? Could be, yeah.
Well, I was going to say I kind of regretted right after the twins were born. I took a summer gig just to earn a little extra money, and they were only like 4 or 5 months. I mean, my husband was able to be with them, but I would rather been home that month. I think it was too soon to go back to work. So.
Definitely. Oh. All right, number 2. What is the best decision you ever made that affects someone else? So as far as like something you did or you made a decision and it kind of affects someone else. It could be good or bad.
The best decision that hurt someone else is that what you're asking? I don't think I'll do a bad one. It was such a great decision. It really harmed millions. The best decision I made that did also help other people. I don't know, some of that feels like arrogance, so I could say, oh, it was good that I did this because I was so helpful to these people. And I'm like, oh. I mean, I am really glad I got the job here in the Learning Assistance Program. I was teaching middle school for 4 years, and that was enough. And then I began looking for a different job, and I got the one here, and it's been a much better fit where it feels like the things that I'm good at or that I like to do also seem to be a benefit to others. So it's kind of a nice match.
Yeah, definitely helping towards us, getting us on the right track.
Sometimes. But that's why I said, maybe I don't always help, but at least it feels like some of the time.
Yeah. All right. Number 3. What is the worst decision someone has made that directly affected you? Or by someone else making a decision that affected you?
Sorry, I was going to make a political comment. Like voters voting the wrong way, or gerrymandering, causing votes not to count, or I don't know, most of American history. There's a lot of wrong decisions that have harmed people, and we still pay the consequences. It's hard for me to think of an individual, and I always tend to understand that, people make decisions for a lot of reasons, and I do need to do something with that.
Oh, that's still wrong.
Okay, that, I find it healthier for me to assume that when people make decisions, even if it's harmful to me, 9 million times out of whatever's higher than that, it's not personal. They were based on what they knew and their view of the world. They were trying to make the right decision. So the bigger issue for me is always, how do I respond? And how can I respond in a way that, if someone's made a decision that makes, say, a job untenable for me, then I'd have to weigh out, should I stay in that job? Or, if someone's done something that puts me in a bad position, then I need to, as best I can, address it. But I don't really want to spend a lot of time worrying about why someone made the decision they made. But if I could change some Supreme Court rulings, or some history, or some voting issues, or fraud, or what's the word, or suppression, those were very bad decisions.
They were.
We won't even roll back as far as history. There's a ton of bad decisions. We're still paying the price.
All right, so who or what are you loyal to? My number 1 was family. So.
Loyal. This is awesome. Tell me your definition of loyalty.
Definitely being there for someone, showing them that you're willing to help when they're in need, answering the phone, when they're in trouble, I feel like loyalty goes both ways also. It's a give and take.
So who am I 100% there for, you mean? Or who? Well, let's put it this way: who would I want to be there 100% for? Definitely my family. And in fact, I probably plan my life around family. Like, what's going to protect their time? What's going to protect my time with my family? 100% money has not been the goal. It's been what provides us time to be together. Because you can work every day, every minute of the day. You can have tons of money and never see your family. Now, we have to have enough money to pay the bills and those kind of things, but the priority has more been quality time together. And my husband, a shiny car, a shiny toy is never as important to us as, are the kids getting what they need, not in stuff, but in attention and support. And so that is probably a huge source of loyalty. Yeah. I do feel a sense of community, though. So, I mean, there are jerks in the world, but for most people, I feel like we have an obligation to one another. You know, so where it's appropriate for me to help or connect, I would want to. There are times where we all have to set some limits. You can't do everything for everyone, but I feel a sort of general sense of loyalty to human beings. Now, what that always means, I couldn't tell you, but I feel like I'm part of the community and have some responsibilities because of that.
All right. Well, who determines the amount of loyalty someone has towards you? As far as yourself determining that, or your actions, or
like what causes someone else to be loyal to me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure it's like relationship building. Like if I honor my commitments to them, they're more likely to honor their commitments to me.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you certainly probably think there. If I gave you the example of my loyalty to my family, but my loyalty to the community, there probably are. There's a lot for my kids, and maybe not as much for the. And so, and I would hope. I like you, but I don't want you to sacrifice everything to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope everybody's behaving responsibly.
Yeah.
So kind of appropriately, responsibly respectful to one another, following through on our commitments, but neither side sacrificing mental health, sacrificing all to try to be there for everyone. You kind of have to sustain yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes. Definitely. All right. Well,
did you get it all?
Yes. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
All righty.